Austin, I'm a drug addict.
Hello, Steve.
Don't introduce myself as a recovered drug addict for no other reason than I just can't be arsed. I am a recovered drug addict. It's my understanding. A little bit nervous, even though I know all you guys, just sitting in front of a room full of people and suddenly that happens. It's so much fucking information in here, in my head, around this stuff. Because I've been working with it for quite a time, and I care about it. From that reading is why. Wow, these three people in it, and this is what happens to us. This is where this can go. It's happening everywhere, and people don't understand it. And when I was looking for something earlier, and I seen that little bit, and there's that last little line. We think the business fabric is shot through society. Whether that's work or wherever, families, is shot through with a situation which might be helped by a better understanding all around. And I do, I think that this is about that. It's that we come into these fellowships, run around, I'm an addict, I'm an alcoholic. It's just like, are you? Do you want to sit down and look at that for a moment and see if you're making any assumptions around this, or have you truly clocked what one is? Because if it is, if you're saying that, then what we just read about those three guys is what could happen. That's what it means to me. I didn't know. I don't even know when I first said I was an addict. I honestly can't remember. I don't know if it was in these rooms or what, but I honestly had no idea it was coming. So when I was 25 years old, I moved up to Manchester because I had a bunch of friends up there, and they had some really cool stuff going on, and I was living in a sleepy little town where there wasn't much going on. And I thought, wow, that looks exciting. I'm off. I just started a business too. So I went up there, loads of really lovely people. Made fast friends, with a bunch of really decent guys. We were living a good life. And this business, that other people got involved in it. They jumped on board, and it was like, wow, it was like this fellowship of people. I was getting up, crack of dawn, full of energy, bang, get me to work. Where did that come from? But I was loving what was going on. I was in a relationship with, I thought, amazing girl. I was like, wow, this is cool. This is, what I've looked for quite a lot in my life, and here it is happening. The business grew. We were all in it together. There more people joined it. The social life grew, and you really looked like we were going somewhere. And so I was out partying, drinking, smoking, taking all sorts of drugs. And I'd come from the little sleepy town. One of the reasons it was quite sleepy in some ways, I guess, is because a lot of people who growing up had got into, other drugs that I hadn't taken. And in my head, because I was into excess. It was great. It was a fast life. I was into it. And in my head, so it was a case of those people who take those kind of drugs and they've got problems, they had problem lives to begin with. That's what I'd witnessed. That's what I'd observed, My thinking was, my life's so fucking good, how could that go wrong? And so some heroin came on the scene, some cocaine, I really like that, And I didn't see that there was any danger there, because there's plenty of money flowing in, there's plenty of people around me, good friends, I've got a lot of loving relationships in my life. This is cool. And it's amazing, the little things, how it crept up on me, and how this stuff, man, I had no idea. I really had no idea whatsoever. Yeah, I can remember, cocaine went from weekends, a gram, fucking flying, out there loving this shit, to 2 grams, I'm not going out unless I've got an eighth. Just not. Girlfriends, where are we going out? Have we got any cocaine? No. Well, fuck off. I just thought of what? Be with people without mental. Then it started to creep into, I'm going to work with a gram. Yeah, we've got some really important projects that I've got to, knuckle down and get to. I'll just rack up some lines. I've now got my own little office, I'm secluded. Fuck this, what am I doing here? I'm off. And I'm out. I remember walking around Manchester just trying to come down so I could go back to work. This is in the middle of the week. Yeah, that was creeping up. Didn't see it. Didn't look like an issue. Everyone else is taking care of stuff. And so I went quickly. What this happened? I got into smoking some gear. That was what a lovely combination. Forgive me, anyone who hasn't done this. The powerlessness is the same. So one of the things is I had a lot of power in my life in other areas. That's why I reflect upon this. Everything's going well. Ask me to do something, it gets done. We built something really good together with a bunch of people. But when it came to this side of my life, the wheels were falling off, and I didn't know. So I'm smoking some gear. That brought me down beautifully off the cocaine. So wow, this is good. Fucking what? I got it. Early on, I've got the balance. I can go as high as I want and come back down. Cool. I'll just do this forever. Yeah. And I went back down to that sleepy town, and there was some of the people around me had been injecting heroin and smoking crack, and I was like, no, don't do that. I smoke it and I snort cocaine. I'm okay. Then I started smoking crack. That happened. And all I can tell you is I went from this high life down to just fucking everything getting ripped away in a matter of months. That's how it felt. I got stuck on a habit with heroin. I was back in that sleepy town. Everything else was going off somewhere else. I'm running around day by day, just trying to keep this habit going, wondering what the fuck became of me. Sincerely. What? I had no idea. To knowing in my head all I need is a 10 bag for a little while and I'll be okay. Yeah. Going out, maybe getting an 8 for gear for the week, because in my head, so you chop that up into 7 pieces, that's half a gram a day, I do that and I won't clock. Yeah, that'll keep me. 2 or 3 hits, I can even that out, small hits, it'll be fine, but I won't get ill. All right, let's just do that for a while. I think I even had an idea of like a pill box that you put a little piece in for every day of the week. God, where the fuck did that go? I'm rattling again. Fuck. That goes on for a few years. Crack habits going boom through the fucking roof and then stopping for a while. The gear being quite consistent in that. I couldn't see a way out. I did little rattles. I remember my very first rattle is just like, right, Austin, you're going to lose everything if you don't sort this out. I've got a friend who knows a bit more about the gear stuff than I do. He's like, you need to do a detox. Well, okay, I'll do that. My idea is that I've just got to stop this and get back to what I was doing. We went away, for a week, got a week away from it, did as much of a detox that I understood at the time. And I went there with a reason. The reason was, if you don't stop this, you're going to lose this business and all this stuff that you've built up, and there's some serious prospects ahead of you. There's other people involved. It's just like, cool. I've got something really cool here for the future of my life. I'm just talking power. I'm not talking about it in an ego sense, but there was stuff that was created that that had come into being. Yeah, you're going to lose it all. It's no good when you're sat in boardrooms with directors gouging your fucking nut off. I can see it coming. Go away and do this rattle. This is why I'm doing it. On the way home, yes, fucking awesome. Ring up my mate, back in that sleepy little town, get me a bag. I'll be there in about an hour. It's like, you sure? Yeah, why not? When I look back now, that's my first experience of the mental blank spot that it talks about in the big book. Why I'd gone to do the detox in the first place did not come to mind in the slightest, was not present, was nowhere, no idea what I was doing. Went back, got that bag, straight back in. Oh, okay, fucking hell, try harder next time. Shit. Yeah, that's what I had to do. So that kind of stuff continued. And then doing a long rattle, doing a 3-month methadone reducer, I was reduced. I was a crumbled fucking mess. Doing that. And then, getting through it. Going through the whole process. This is the first, proper, I'm out. Wow, there's no opiates in my system whatsoever. 2 or 3 months later, I had been out drinking. I knew nothing about recovery. I'd just been out drinking. I'm not an alcoholic. And I say that with utmost sincerity, that I have never, ever, ever, ever needed a drink. It's not my story. But I was out drinking with friends, had a hangover. It's like, they're a bitch, aren't they? I know what to fix it. It's a bag of gear, a fucking treat. I'm off, I get the bag of gear, 18 months relapse on that one. That I'm in, and it goes further, it gets deeper, it gets worse. I'm looking around going, what, man? And I'm trapped. I go and detox again. I go through a lovely little centre that helps you out, patches you up, sends you back out. Yeah. And then another example of that, it comes on, I really want some crack cocaine. I'm out a few days out of the treatment centre, so I really want some crack cocaine. I know I've got to go get a place to live. I've got to get a job, because that's what you do as grown-ups, you do these things. Okay, right, got to do that shit. I want a crack pipe. You can't have a crack pipe. Okay, I know I can't have a crack pipe, because as soon as I have just one pipe, I'm going to be bouncing off the walls, and it's not going to stop. I'm going to buy as much of that shit as I can get. Yeah? And it just won't stop. But if I buy some heroin to go with it, then I can have the gear after the crack pipe. I'll come down, I'll wrap it all up in one neat little ball. At the end of the day, go to sleep. Tomorrow I'll get up and go and find that flat. That's what my head's fucking doing. 4 months later, I'm broken, utterly broken, crying on a friend's shoulder who was in treatment with me, and he's doing okay. Just like, what is this? Fuck, I don't know. I went to a treatment centre, I got into another one just luckily, and this is where I met Cocaine Anonymous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful guy who had one of these books and just approached me differently than anything else I'd ever experienced. He matched his experience with mine. He told me, he listened to me and told enough of himself that I knew that I'm like you, and he is free of this. That I didn't know that was possible at this stage. And I've just had a journey from there to up here. That's 2005. And I only say that because... Where the fuck do I even say it? The big book has these things. These are a summary, the 12 steps of the big book. And we went through that. And I just let go. Because what I had worked out by myself is there was nothing I could do about it. And he confirmed that. The big book really confirmed that. What a joy reading the big book, yeah? And reading that, we've lost the power of choice. That's not good news, but I was fucking delighted. That's me. I got that instantly. It hit me. I'm there. This book's talking about what happens to me. Wow, fuck. Why did they bother writing it if it ends there? Do you know what I mean? It's just like, you're fucked, you're dead, game over, close the book. I wouldn't be sat here 14 years later, would I? That's all I can say, you know. So, because I've been through that process and something happened. That's all. I could not stop the using. I knew that it was going to happen again, and I knew that before it happened again, I was going to get back to a place where I would think it wasn't going to happen. Don't know if you can follow that, yeah, but it fucking broke me. Because I knew I was going to get to a place where I'm okay. How are you doing, Austin? Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, it's cool. And it was going to happen again, even still. Thank God there was just these guys there running around with their big books, really excited, really into it, show me what they'd done. You know, and I used to be delving into it, as 6 and 7, you do it like this, and this is an 8 and 9, now we're on to 9 and 10, fucking head full of numbers. And I read a little bit last night and working with others. Give me a minute. Outline a programme of action, explain how you made a self-appraisal, somewhere around here at the beginning, yeah, just do all that stuff, step 4 and step 5, make that self-appraisal. How you straightened out your past. I went out and sorted out some stuff, the wrongs I had done. I straightened out the past. Not to get rid of my guilt, but just like there's some shit in my way that I need to sort out. And here's what happened, you know, and why you are now endeavouring to be helpful to him. I started being helpful to others. To me, that's the whole thing summed up. It's really simple. It's just not complicated at all. You know, I went through that process. My head was a million miles an hour, and it just happened over time that it settled. I don't know at what point that I became recovered. What I do know today is that, my only way to describe it is, there's a steel wall in my mind between me and the first crack pipe. It's that solid. I would not do it right now. No way. Not happening. I didn't do that. But I couldn't tell you what it was that did that. Something did. Something happened on my journey where that became how it is. Just how it is. There's a line in there about being sure of your recovery. I don't even know when that happens, but I can tell you now, I'm fucking sure of my recovery. Today, sat here. I've been through quite a bit with Cocaine Anonymous with guys, and I'm able to look back and I see the little things that happened, the people I've been with, many of them still in recovery, and it's fucking wonderful and it's beautiful. The fellowship is. I get even more here. So I've been coming to Birmingham for a few years, and how it's happening here, and what I love and the people I've known and grown with is the book talks about a fellowship growing up around you, and that is so awesome. This is us. Don't know who you are, whether you're in that or not. I am. I know a few others. Don't know where you stand, but I'm saying where I stand in this and what I'm about and what this is for. Yeah, that it was so dark, and I don't know what it was, but there was something when I was using something very, 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 very wrong about that. And the door of Cocaine Anonymous was open to me when I came in here. So now, for me, what I do is I hold that door open for others. Some come in, fuck about, dick about, take the piss, pain in the arse. Yeah, welcome. How awesome. That's lovely. Come and meet us, come and say hello. They bounce back out, and if we're here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years later and they come back in, and how cool is that too? The door's open, man. For people like us who were caught and trapped and stuck in that darkness, was nowhere to move, no way out, nothing to be done about it. And loads of well-meaning people go, try this, do that. Fuck, what shall I come up with next? What strategy? What attempt shall I make? Nothing working. And I come here and there's people talking about that who identify it. It's just like, fuck, you too. Yeah, us too, and we're free. I love that. You know, Cocaine Anonymous is a little slogan. You know, we're here and we're free. That's it. That's what I got. I'm here and I'm free. I'm out of addiction. A relapse hasn't happened in quite some time. I'm not expecting one anytime soon. But, you know, never, ever, 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 ever want to smoke a crack pipe again. It's gone. Utterly gone. And yet I get to do this. I get to be with you guys. You know, as part of this fellowship that grows. And I just think that's so key, so important. Yeah, just being here, doing this deal with each other, no expectations. I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thanks.